Wada.
And g'day viewers, and in this week's podcast episode we talk about the power and the importance of having the right attitude in life, and we gift you with an attitude adjustment.
Attitude plays the most important role in your life. It has a pivotal aspect in not just your personal life, but also your effectiveness in your work and whether or not you love or even like what you do.
Did you know that your attitude is a part of you that each and every one of you can control? And in learning how to control and direct it, you will have a greater power over what is going to happen to you.
So if you're ready for that all-important attitude adjustment, click the link below to listen. Wada.
And g'day, and welcome to this week's episode about an attitude adjustment.
Today we are going to talk about the power of having the right attitude and then gift you with an attitude adjustment. So let's get going. When it's time for a visit to our chiropractor, in our family we often joke that we go in for an attitude adjustment. And it really is. Your central nervous system benefits so much from regular chiro work that your attitude is majorly improved. Your mind is clearer and your body's grateful. So apart from chiropractic help, what else can you do to adjust that force majeure that is your attitude? Well, as the saying goes, your attitude determines your altitude in leading a great life. In so many respects, attitude plays the most important role that there is. It actually plays a pivotal role in not just your personal life, but also your effectiveness in your work and whether or not you love or even, for that matter, like what you do. Every one of us will have countless examples of people we've met while doing what could be considered menial or a boring task, have performed their task with passion, enthusiasm, and vigour. You can actually feel their overwhelming joy. We talked a little bit in another episode, I think, about a truck driver who lives near us and the passion and you know, indeed that word vigour that he displays just cleaning his truck. You know, he just beams, Mick.
He just looks so happy
all
the time.
I love it. He's a constant reminder that just love what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. But then on the other side, you see people in what would be considered amazing jobs, and yet all they do is complain and point out all the bad parts of it, how much they hate it and wish they could do something else. You can actually feel their bad energy and disdain. You know, it's really palpable. And how can that be? And what is the difference really between these two groups? Well, the difference is their attitude. And it's not just about work and jobs. It goes into people's lives generally too. We all know people who live a simple life without all the trappings, and these people are happy and great to be around. They don't complain. They're grateful for what they have, you know, glass half full, great attitude. And yet you see others who could be considered having an amazing life, yet complaining about not having this or not having that and always focusing on the negatives and what they don't have. Glass half empty, you know, a lousy attitude. And you know what? Every one of us shapes our own lives, and to a large extent, the shape of our life is determined by our attitude. Your attitude is a part of you that each of you can control, and in learning how to control and direct it, you will have greater power over what is going to happen to you.
It's really a very simple equation. A great attitude will deliver great results. A good attitude will deliver good results. A poor attitude will deliver poor results. And if you're just sitting there coasting, an average attitude is going to give you average results. It's the law of psychological reciprocity. We get back what we put out. In fact, people reflect back the attitude that we present to them. Your attitude tells the world what you expect in return. And do you know what? We tend to live up to our own expectations. So what you see is if you have a poor attitude, you actually become a magnet for unpleasant experiences.
Indeed, you actually do. And we've got a friend who constantly changes jobs about every 12 months or so. And when he starts his job, he absolutely loves it. And he tells you all about it, and he's so enthusiastic about it and about his fellow workers and the scope of the opportunities, and he's just overflowing with praise for the new gig. But you give it about 6 months or so, and then the inevitable repeat patterns start appearing, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
And usually beginning with an undermining fellow staff member or a difficult client or something else. And this usually has a knock-on effect to every facet of the job until either he's made redundant or he leaves to pursue another adventure where the grass is supposedly greener. The problem is the guy doesn't realise that there's a common denominator, and it's not the job or the companies he chooses. The common denominator is him. Now, not him as a person, because he's a really great guy.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
But his attitude that he takes with him into every job, that's what needs changing. It's really as simple as wherever you go, there you will be.
Correct. The attitude you choose every day will inevitably determine the quality of your day, and in turn your week, your month, and your year. You can choose to feel negative and have a negative attitude for your life and what you do, and you wake up with a sense of dread each day, or you can choose to look for the positives and have gratitude, expectance, excitement, and enthusiasm for the opportunities that every day holds, expecting good things to happen. It's all up to you. It's actually a choice. And, what exactly is attitude, Mitch?
Good question. Well, attitude is a combination of your thoughts, feelings, and action, and not one of them alone. It's a mixture of all three, and it's everything about you. And to fully understand your attitude, you really need to know these three parts of your personality and how each of them work. You have the power to choose your thoughts, and what you think determines your attitude. And your attitude determines how you navigate your way through this wonderful experience that you have of life. You can choose to make it a great experience, or you can choose to make it a poor one.
It truly is a choice. You choose your thoughts, or you accept them from an outside source. It's completely up to you. Your attitude is simply a matter of choice. The problem is we say things like, I can't help the way I feel. That's just the way I am. Think about that just for 1 minute. How many times have you heard someone say that, or even yourself? And do you know what? No, it's absolutely not true. You can change the way you feel. It's completely your choice. Okay, at this particular moment, you may not know how to change how you feel, but that doesn't mean that you can't. Your attitude is totally changeable and controllable. It's a matter of choice, and in the end, it comes back down to energy and vibrations, doesn't it, Mitch?
Absolutely, Jenny. These thoughts that you either choose or just simply accept then develop into images or ideas in your conscious mind. You then impress these images upon your subconscious mind, which causes feelings or vibrations. And these vibrations or feelings cause actions, which then cause the result that you're getting in your life, positive or negative. So what you need to do is change your thoughts, right? And make the decision today to develop a great and winning attitude.
Think about it. How much better does your day go when you start it with anticipation and excitement?
Oh, yeah.
Things just go right, don't they? If you choose to have an attitude of dread, then you will look for things to go wrong. And your thoughts will actually attract them to you. It's fascinating.
Oh,
You
it
just
certainly is.
hold the negative vibe, the negative thoughts, the bad attitude, and what's that saying? Shit sticks? It just comes to you. I see you rolling your eyes and I hear you saying, that's all good for you. Or if you're looking at someone, you're thinking they have a great life, having a good attitude for them's easy. And you ask yourself, how do I choose my attitude when my life sucks? Bad things always happen to me. Well, let me tell you, things don't always go right for everyone or anyone.
Everyone has ups and downs. Absolutely everyone. And one of my favourite films, Parenthood, if you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie with Steve Martin and a great cast. And it has a great line in it from the quiet but very wise grandma. And she was talking about life and sagely said, when I was 19, Grandpa took me on a roller coaster. Up, down, up, down. Oh, what a ride. I always wanted to go again. And you know, it was just so interesting to me that a ride could make me so frightened, so scared, so sick, so excited, and yet so thrilled all at once. Some people didn't like it. They went on the merry-go-round. That just goes round and around. Nothing. I like the roller coaster, she said. You get more out of it.
Life is a roller coaster. And what you find is that people with good attitudes choose their response to the downs differently. So make a decision to choose differently. You control your attitude because you control your thoughts. Your thoughts are actually one of the very few things in your life that you can control. So make that decision to respond, not react.
Oh, yeah.
Choose how you want to respond to people, situations, and events. Stop reacting. Once you do, take action based on your decision. Pausing before you explode into reaction can make an incredible difference to your outcomes.
Mm-hmm. And do you know that the latest research backs up the power of your attitude? A positive attitude has real power. In fact, attitude is a much better predictor of success than almost any other factor that you can think of. So having spent a long time in the recruitment industry, I've always, and over the years, always advised my clients that the attitude of a candidate was far more important than their skills. Skills are easy to teach, whereas their attitudes are difficult to change unless the person is willing to change. And I've seen this happen in so many cases where they've picked someone who's got the skills, but their attitude stinks and it just ends poorly.
So if you want great results, you have to be a pro. Anyone can have a great attitude when things are going well. The pros are the ones who have great attitudes when things aren't going well. So now is the time. Decide today that you will no longer allow outside influences to determine how you feel about your life and what you do. Decide today to change how you think about your life and what you do. Imagine if this was finally the moment that you made this decision. And then imagine if this was the moment you took action. This could be the moment that changes your life forever.
Oh, yeah. Because at the end of the day, you have the power, the privilege, and the opportunity to choose your thoughts and in turn to choose your attitude. So what I want you to do is to be really mindful that every second of every day you have the opportunity to choose. So choose well and choose wisely.
Change your attitude and you will change your life. We know this for a fact. Until next time, love and blessings.
See ya.
Thanks for watching this video, and we hope that you got a lot out of it. We would love it, be grateful and appreciative if you would take the time to like this video, comment if you feel inclined, and share with any friends that you think would benefit from this. We are constantly creating new great content, so also remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the awesome material that we have coming up. See you soon.